You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Smartest Guys in Marketing podcast, here with your hosts, Chris Evans and Taylor Welch, on this beautifully cold January day. It is a new year, and it's about to be a new you. This podcast is going to change your life.
I woke up yesterday, and it was 5 degrees. 5.
I woke up yesterday and realized that the heat in my room was not working.
Are you serious?
Yeah, totally serious.
Well, bro, it's because you bought a mansion that was built in the 1870s.
No, it was built in 19.
Well, Chris has propane. He has his own well for water. Don't you have like a windmill for electricity?
I just ordered that.
Dude, he's like in the city, but you're free, dude. You're like off the grid. You should get solar panels.
I'm working on it. I'm ready for the zombie apocalypse.
I can't wait for that. That's why I'm getting a Jeep this year, because a Tesla isn't going to be able to bust through a bunch of zombies. I need the Jeep.
Yeah. I'm not doubting my ability.
Oh,
I'm not doubting my ability to survive the apocalypse.
Nobody knows what that means because we haven't talked to him about it. Today we're talking about the number one opponent you have to beat to win. It's not you. This is
huge.
It's not you. Like, I know a lot of people, when they're reading the headline of this, they're probably like, oh yeah, it's probably myself or the markets, or no, it's nothing. The way that we came up with this topic is every year we go through the last 12 months and we look at every department in our business. We look at ad performance. We look at what worked the best, what happened with our clients, what happened with client success. And last night I was in the sauna.
Fully clothed.
Been going to the sauna and it's been amazing. I was in the sauna and I was reading through just some stories of our clients from the past 12 months. And it dawned on me that there's kind of this commonality for people who aren't getting the results that they want. These are people who follow us and clients who aren't getting what they want. I was like, dude, this is the biggest risk to someone not achieving their potential. It's an actual opponent that you have to recognize and you have to deal with. And here's what's crazy. You ready for the crazy part?
I'm really, really ready.
No, I don't say things are crazy very often, but when I do, they're freaking crazy. So here's the thing. People struggle with this at the beginner level. You know, most things you struggle with it at the beginners, and then when you become more advanced, you struggle with different things. It kind of, you change and have to deal with other upper level, new levels, new devils, right? This is something that multi-millionaires deal with. Billionaires deal with. People who have been in business for 20 years deal with. And if you don't recognize it, it can really take a toll on you and it can suck your potential right out. It's pretty big, bro.
They're like, what is it?
So you want me to tell the quote, or do you have anything to add to that before
No, I think you should tell the quote.
All right. So there's an old fable called The Devil's Best Tool. I'm going to use this quick story to teach you the lesson here. The devil's best tool. So the devil's going out of business. I don't know why, but this is just a story, so go with it. So he's going out of the business and he's just having a going away sale. He's selling all of his tools, and people are walking in and he's got different tools. Such, one of them is like the hatred hammer, the hammer of hatred. All right. The scythe of spite, the maul of malice, the dagger of deceit. Devil's a bad dude. Don't want to mess with him. Stab you in the heart with the deceit dagger. And as one would expect,
that sounds like a character in Game of Thrones.
The deceit dagger. No.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones is more realistic than that. Anyways, so here's the odd part. There's this one small tool. It's the highest priced tool in the devil's arsenal, and it's over in a corner. And it's this worn, harmless looking little bitty wedge. And someone walks up to the devil and he asks him, "What is that?" And the devil smiles and he basically says, this might be the most powerful weapon I have here. It's the reason it's the highest priced tool that I have. It's called the Wedge of Doubt. So when all my other tools fail me, I can rely on the wedge of doubt and the human doubt and discouragement to shatter their will. Doubt. People doubt their potential. They doubt the process. They doubt their decisions. And here's the thing. We have extraordinarily talented people who come in. They get all rah-rah and hoorah. They hear Chris's speeches and they're like, I can do this. And then the next day they wake up and they think, can I really do this?
Yep.
Is it really possible for me? Sure, that person and that person is getting a result, but maybe it's not possible for me. Maybe I don't have the skills. It's doubt, man. And their will just breaks and they can't follow the process and they can't do what they're told because they don't believe anymore that they have what it takes to do it.
Yeah. And it's the reason why books like Relentless have been written, and guys who are the best performers in every area in business, in athletics, sports, across the board, why they have people like a Tim Grover who are in their corner giving them the opposite of that. Because even those guys face it and they deal with it nonstop. Even guys who have won championships and they've been to the top of the mountain. If there is just a little bit of room for that wedge to get in, then obviously, I don't know if you've ever actually used a wedge in wood. I know that you haven't done much manual labor in your life.
No, but I've hired someone else to use a wedge in wood, so I understand.
Unlike me, we had a farmhouse growing up, and my dad thought it was a brilliant idea to buy this old house that was like 100 years old, and I swear we worked on it every day, and we heated it with wood. And just to actually see that practically, how powerful a wedge is. It's like all you need is a little crack.
Why are you laughing,
Bro?
bro?
You can't send me Slack messages while we're podcasting to make me laugh.
I just told him a funny joke. And so you were on a farm and you had to use a wedge to get in the cracks.
Yeah.
We're all with you, man. We're with you.
That's unfair, man. But it's true. You know, you only need just a little space to get in, and it can split the whole thing open.
Yeah.
That's all you need. And that's practically how we see it happening with so many people in their lives and their businesses. Just that little bit of doubt, and it just opens you up and exposes you to be ruined.
Yeah. I like what you just said. Can I take us a quick direction that's not on our notes? So you're speaking of, let's talk about the little cracks, because that's all it takes for someone to be ruined is the little cracks. What are the areas in someone's life or business, relationships, etc., that are like the little cracks? Like if presented with the opportunity, even though they're little things, they hold the threat to destroy big areas of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would just say the first one, if I can just go first.
Go first, man.
Since I had this idea, I feel like I should go first.
Go first. I'm telling you.
After me. One of the little cracks that I would say, I'm going to give two little cracks, and then you can give a little crack.
Okay.
One is like morning formula, morning routines. It's a little crack, man. I think I'm more prone. I don't know about you, but I'm more prone to imposter syndrome and doubt and just worry and fear when I don't do my routines in the morning. And before you email us and be like, oh, have you ever read Anti-Fragile? Like, routines are pretty bad for you. There's so much science on both sides. But the reality is that every time KD walks up to the free throw line, he's got a routine before he shoots. LeBron's got a warm-up routine. And not just sports, but you go through business tycoons. These guys have routines and processes, and the same thing that they do to kind of keep the doubt at bay. They have this engineered persona that they can live their life with. I think another little crack is the company that you keep.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about how, we just came through the holidays, and that's all I'm going to say. But, the people that you spend time around has a tremendous effect on the outcome of your days and your productivity and your belief in yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing how if you don't do those things, how little things can affect you. And I was just reading this post in one of our groups, and the person was talking about she just got her first spam comment. Someone got on the phone with her, and she said, "Okay, we're not ready for the. You're not ready to be a client, whatever." And so this person started, posting on social and stuff that this girl was a scam, and it's affecting her so much that she's starting to post about it in our groups. Like, it's occupying her space. And if you're not doing the things like you're talking about, like your morning formula, and you're not running into the problem and dealing with it, it can massively affect you the negative way. And I think that's one thing that people don't do is they don't run into the problem. They don't get familiar with the issues that cause doubt and being okay with it.
Yep.
And that's a practical thing I think that we're starting to get really good at, is being just comfortable with dealing with those problems and those issues, to where it's just so familiar that we're used to it. It's like an associate, right?
Yep. 100%. So, biggest opponent you got to beat is your own doubt. It's going to walk in and destroy your belief in your potential. You got imposter syndrome. Welcome to the club. It's like, oh, when I get to a certain level, I won't have imposter syndrome. Nope, that's not true. You're always going to be dealing with imposter syndrome every day. So how do you deal with doubt? You get the memos. There you have it.
Mastermind.
Trafficandfunnels.com/memos.
Yep. We also have a free gift.
Oh.
I mean, the memos are practically free.
Yeah, pretty much.
But go to trafficandfunnels.com/gift. We have a cool little package for you there.
Yeah.
For gratis.
Speaking of scam comments, I think the next episode we're going to talk about why you need the haters to show you whether you're on the right track or not. And we have an interesting view on haters because we get a lot of them. And, frankly, people are like crabs, most of them. They just want to drag you down to the bottom of the bucket. And it's actually, if you learn to view them the right way, they can be a roadmap for you to know whether you're on the right track or not. So we'll talk a little bit about that on the next episode. So mark your calendars. I don't know for what day, but mark them so you can be back and listen to that podcast.
See you guys.
All right.